Hello everyone, and welcome to something different than what we usually do, and that hopefully you will enjoy. We love history and thought it might be interesting to look at the orchid fans that came before us.
There is a lot to go through, so we decided to turn it into a series. Today we will be talking about 4 civilizations, all of them from before the Common Era.
Our first stop will be Mesopotamia. Unfortunately, we don't have much evidence left from this era. But there are fragments of clay tabs that mention orchid roots used as ingredients for a recipe. These clay tablets were found on what's left over of the library of King Ashurbanipal in the ancient city of Nineveh. Unfortunately, the library was destroyed in 700 BCE, so we have no way of knowing who wrote this recipe, when, or even what it was originally for. That said, it's believed that this was the recipe for what we nowadays call salep, a Middle Eastern drink made from orchid root and that has been made and enjoyed for millennia.
Our next historical record comes from ancient China, and it's better preserved. In fact, you can still find copies of it today. It was written by Emperor Shennong around 2700 BCE. He is considered the father of Chinese traditional medicine, and wrote on the first Chinese pharmacopoeia. Unfortunately, the original didn't survive, but a partial copy of it, called Shennong Ben Shaoxing, talks about the medicinal properties of orchids, such as bletilla striata and dendrobium nobile. It's also in ancient China that we have the first orchaholics, fascinated with orchids not just for their properties and taste, but also for their beauty and scent. The most famous one is perhaps Confucius. He not only kept orchids, but also wrote several poems about them, and used them as basis for his teachings, using orchids for analogies about the true nobility of men.
The first mention of orchids in ancient Greece is once again medicinal, by none other than the father of Western medicine, Hippocrates. Although he wasn't the biggest proponent of herbal medicine, he wrote about and used orchids in cures. A very important contribution to the world of orchids came from Greece, by the hand of the botanist Theophrastus. He was responsible not only for naming the orchis genera, but inspiring the name of the whole family. In his books Historia Plantarum and Causis Plantarum, he describes a plant with 2 ovoid tubers and called it orchis, the ancient Greek word for mammalian testicles. He described and introduced the world to Orchis maculata, Orchis mascula, and Orchis simia. His works still survive today thanks to a 15th century Latin translation, and they were incredibly important for the botanical world.
In ancient India, orchids have a place in Ayurveda medicine, with species like dendrobium, eulophia, habenaria, orchis, and vanda being mentioned in appendices of the Rigveda, one of the 4 sacred Hindu texts and the world's oldest religious writing. Unfortunately, since these compendiums have several different authors and were written over millennia, it's not possible to pinpoint the date the appendixes were written, but it's generally accepted that they have been written before the Common Era.
Orchids have been admired by humanity for millennia, inspiring medicine, philosophy, and art, and we think it'll continue to do so for many more. Please let us know if you enjoyed the video in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one.
Goodbye.